Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot on YouTube. I am super happy to have you here. We are going to dive right into your reading. If you are a subscriber and or are someone who regularly leaves comments, likes, shares my videos, I just want to say thank you. And I also would like to say a special thank you to all of you who sent your condolence wishes yesterday. I really do appreciate it. My mother-in-law really was the best ever mother-in-law, and I was very, very, very lucky to have her. So thank you so much for recognizing that and for sending your condolences. I do really appreciate it. You Pisces is a very special sign because you really do write such heartfelt messages, and it is very clear that your compassion really comes from a space in the heart. So I really, really appreciate it. I cannot say that enough. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. We are also very happy to have you. Just keep in mind, guys, that these are general readings and that you should just only take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? So we're going to dive in. Spirit, can you please show us, what does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know right now? What does Pisces need to know right now? What will help Pisces? What will help Pisces to know? Okay, wow, the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. Ooh, Pisces. I feel you have someone coming towards you, or there's some kind of movement coming into a situation. You may intuitively sense or feel this happening. This could even be you listening to your intuition to overcome some sort of adversity, some sort of obstacle, some sort of blockage that's kind of been in your way. But I really feel this is some kind of energy coming towards you. I feel with this Hand of Fate card, this is a moment for you to really trust what is happening. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to cling to anything. Don't try to control anything. Just go with the flow. Really listen to your intuition and follow its lead. You know, I truly do believe. All right, let's see. Can you please give us some further information about what this is about? Pisces, you have on the bottom of the deck a muse, and it literally says someone is an artist. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's very artsy or very creative. It says a unique individual. This could also obviously be referring to you. Many Pisces are artists or are very creative, free-spirited people. It even says on there, you are their muse. No ordinary love. You know, Pisces, I feel like you've captured someone's attention. It almost, to me, feels like it's outside this person's comfort zone, or how do I want to say? It's almost like there's an element of taboo. It doesn't have to be like major. It doesn't have to be, you know, there could be an age difference. There could be, you know, just something here where you could be different from their usual type. It may be the first time, you may be an artist, and they may be someone who's super cerebral and only really dates academic type people, and, you know, or it just, I mean, it could be really anything. I'm just picking up on an element, and I keep getting like taboo. So it's like, you know, maybe it's something that they feel they shouldn't really go for, or it may be, it's almost like an element of, I don't want to say like danger, but you know, it's like an element where it's like, wow, I'd really be taking a risk going for that or something. But there's like, it's almost like a turn on or an excitement factor here around this energy. It's not going to be for everyone, but I think it definitely is for some of you, like a big some of you. You may be someone who sort of subscribes to your own way of doing things. You know, someone who sort of lets other people, you know, fight competitively to the top or whatever, and you may sort of kind of do your own thing. You may be someone who comes across as kind of secure, that you don't have to be posting all these images on Instagram, or you don't have to be trying to convince the world that you're worthy, or that you're something, or that you're not something, or you know what I mean. It's like with this simple life here, there's just this feeling of like, you know, I march to the beat of my own drummer. I don't subscribe to this idea that we have to all sort of be following one plan for life. I'm really getting a lot of like Gen Z energy, or like millennial kind of energy here. It's like, you know, I'm like Gen X, borderline millennial, and I feel like my generation is sort of the last one that's like really, I don't, you know, basically sort of subscribe to the same or similar things that our parents did. You know, it's like, okay, well, this is just what you do in life, or this is what life is, without really super questioning it a lot. Not to say that there aren't people in my generation and generations before me who questioned it. Obviously, there was the hippie movement and all of that, and obviously, look at me, I'm here doing tarot card readings. But you know, for the most part, it feels like millennials were like where things really changed, where people really started, you know, adopting. It's not even like, I'm just going to leave it like that, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, there are other options for us. Not to say that you have to be a millennial or a Gen Z for this to be a reading at all, but it is sort of more along that mentality, or that it's just that feeling of like, I don't subscribe to one way. I don't think that it has to be that we have to do it the same way it's always been done. I think that there are other ways of doing things, kind of energy, okay? And I think that, you know, it's kind of interesting to this person, but also there is this element of danger. I get it again here of just like, I don't know. I don't know. It comes across like I'm into it. I'm really attracted to it, but then it's different. So it's dangerous, or, you know, there's an element of, I don't know what I should do about that kind of a thing. And, you know, also there are always people in generations before us that understand us, that also kind of see things the same way we do. If you are in a generation that like me, that Gen X or beyond, right? You could be someone who can relate or can understand the plight of Gen Z, or the plight of millennials, or, you know, maybe even the need or to do it differently, or to see things differently. That like maybe it wasn't a perfect system, or, I mean, I think we are all aware that it's not a perfect system, but like, you know, something like that. It's sort of there's a dimension of you that connects with this energy. You know, it feels like Pisces, that with this hanging on energy, there is an energy here of where it's like, you know, you may kind of be single and be free and sort of be doing your own thing, but you may still in your own way have an energetic attachment or something to someone from your past, or you know, there's some kind of energy here where I think you're ready for a change, but I also think change is an inevitability, and it's kind of like we've been sort of in the same spot or doing the same thing, or we've grown really comfortable to the way our life is, or you know, we haven't really stretched ourselves or had reason to really go out on a limb here for a while, or you know, put ourselves out there for a while. And I feel like there is something here that's coming in that is going to cause some kind of change. It feels like a major opportunity. You also have the energy of hot tea here, which is juicy details, an unfolding story, chatter among friends, secret information divulged, a get-together. Some of you may be seeing someone from your past in unexpectedly, or in some kind of social setting or some kind of situation. You may also be hearing something about someone that is, you know, like someone broke up with someone, or someone's now available, or someone's now free, or someone is getting free, or you may be going through a life change, and someone that has been around you for some time or been in your energy for some time may also be going through some kind of life change, and you may be finding this out. Let me see. Let me go deeper here. Some of you, this difference may exist in your spirituality or in your belief system. You have this energy which talks about spirituality, fate. All right, something is coming to an end here, all right? And I sort of feel like this is someone else's ending that is leading to a new door, a new opening for you. This may be someone that you have sort of held out hope for a long time, who may have been in a third-party situation, or may have, you know, I don't know, moved away, and that chapter of their life is coming to an end and they're coming back. I mean, this could be a lot of different things, but something transformational is happening, and you may be receiving word of it. Or this could be you're receiving word of something pertaining to you that is bringing about a transformation that's changing something for you. You have two cards representing females coming out. One is a female of importance to my life, or one I have yet to meet. And then the other one is woman, strong, feminine, nurturing, sensual, influential, tougher. This could be two sides to you. You may have had to really be embodying, as of late, this really kind of like warrior spirit, or like, you know, someone who is very tough, regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, right? Tarot doesn't have any gender. This could specifically be talking about a female, but you know, this can be where someone may have had to get really tough in order to make this life change. Or it could be Pisces, where you have been very tough and really, like, you know, sort of had to fight your own fight, or go your own way, or be your own champion. And this energy is a lot softer, and it could be meeting a different side of yourself, one that is really able to receive, one that doesn't have to fight quite so hard to get where you're going. When you're in the flow and when things are really happening, you know, coinciding with what you're trying to achieve in your life. You don't try. Things just sort of unfold and happen. You're just sort of moving through it. And making decisions and listening to your intuition and sort of being guided in a particular direction. But it's not like I have to fight to make all these things happen. You know, they wouldn't happen if I left it up to chance, or if I wasn't so on top of things. You know what I mean? It feels like, you know, that moment in your life, Pisces, where things have been a bit difficult, or where you have really had to work, like it feels like extra hard for anything that you've gotten. That's changing, you know, and I feel like you are meeting the softer side of yourself, a side where you can just sort of receive, and you can just open up and let these things that want to come towards you, and they are in alignment with what you want. You have marriage, happy, family, harmony, celebration on the bottom of the deck. So this may be where, you know, you have been through a lot of really difficult cycles in love, or you have, you know, experienced a lot of what you don't want in love, and you've had to really power through and really learn the lessons and just keep moving. And this may be a time where you're able to be a softer, gentler part of yourself and find safety in love, or safety in a relationship, in a soft place to fall. It does feel like you have this card here, which it says a situation requiring faith, worries, despair. This may be some kind of ex, or some kind of situation where it's like, you know, you went through a lot here with this person, but it feels like this may be the person that's having that ending. And there is pain, and it says a test in a relationship, burden, silent suffering, sacrifice. You know, it's kind of like, you know what I'm getting from this card is that every time I come near it, isn't it ironic, don't you think? I don't know, I don't know who it is or what it is or what, but I think it was popular in like the 90s. Like alternative or something, which could just be referring to the alternative nature, but it's kind of like, you meet the person, but they're in some other kind of connection, or you meet and you fall in love, but someone is, you know, getting ready to move away, or you know, it feels like there's some kind of situation here where it could just be that the timing was off, or it could just be that, you know, sometimes people cling to situations that are not meant for them. So they're not open, available, and ready when the situation meant for them comes along. It could be something like that. Let's dive into the tarot. What do you have for Pisces here? What do you have for Pisces? You're getting some kind of news. Something's coming out here. I feel like that it may be, you know, some situation is coming to an end. And see, guys, what is this? This is driving me crazy, this energy. It's like I can't quite pinpoint it, but of course this is a general reading. You have the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Swords with the Five of Cups. And you can see in this card, she's holding on to this egg. She's holding on to this new beginning. This is something she covets. This is something that she wants, but something is misaligned about the situation. It's not able to come to fruition at this time. With the Knight of Swords, it may be that something is happening, something is changing, something is shifting very, very quickly. I'm going to clarify these, but you have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is an energy of regret, of looking back on the past always and being like, what could have been? What might have been had it had its chance? What is the Seven of Swords for Pisces, please? What is the Knight of Swords? Jeez. What is the Eight of Swords for Pisces? Bunchy, relax. Relax, little girl. Oh, you're fine. Grand Dogma gave you a bone. You be good. So you have the Seven of Swords being clarified by the Eight of Swords. So, honey, stop. There was some kind of new beginning here that didn't really ever have a chance. And it may not have had a chance because someone here was in a very limited mindset at the time. I feel like there may have been conversations, or there may have been some kind of, honey, stop. There may have been some kind of connection. Honey Beckett, I gave you a bone and we made a deal. Honey. Let me just give her another bone. Bhakti, I'll give you something later, okay? Bubby, I'll give you something later, okay? The thing is, that it feels like the way, what this person was aligned with, what was happening in their life, the circumstances, it feels like they were a bit trapped, like they were a bit penned in by something here. And with this talking card, it's like, I feel there was some kind of connection, or there were some kind of conversations. They may have been somewhat raw and somewhat honest, or it may have been almost, you know, for some of you, it feels like falling in love. It's like, you know, getting to know someone and being like, wow, you know, I really feel connected to you. I feel like the more I get to know you, the more I want to get to know you. I'm sorry, Bubby, I only had one bully stick, okay? I'll get you something in a little bit. You still have your bone, Bubba. I'll give you something. Sorry, guys. Oh, managing dogs. There's just this energy where it's like someone cannot see a way out of their circumstances. It's like the Eight of Swords is self-entrapment every single time. It's like I don't see a way out of what I'm in right now, okay? But there is like pleasure gained here from creating some kind of bond here with someone else with this talking card. But what is required for this person to come into alignment with this connection is that they have to ascend. They have to see beyond the limitations that they have put on themselves. Okay? And I feel like this person did not align with the ascension at that time. You know, I feel that, you know, it created some kind of pain. It created some kind of, you know, like, am I never gonna know what happens here, you know? I feel like Pisces, for a lot of you, you had to just sort of accept something and like pursue your own path after that. It's like you had to even maybe act as though it didn't matter to you as much as it mattered to you, or it didn't, you know, it wasn't, There's almost this sense of like needing to move in a new direction sort of quickly, or needing to even search something out with the sword here, with the Knight of Swords, of like, you know, something that could put your mind at ease. Because with the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Five of Cups, it's like there's almost this recognition that until something changes, if I continue to put my focus here, it's going to defeat me. It's going to really disrupt my life. You know, I'm going to get in my feelings. I'm going to be really focused on why couldn't it have worked out? Why wasn't this my moment? Why isn't it ever my moment? You know, and even really the focusing on the feeling that this is my person, but my person is with someone else. I mean, it feels like a very messy situation all the way around. And it feels as though, you know, you intuitively kind of knew, okay, I have to keep moving. I can't stay here. I can't stay in this mess. This isn't my mess, you know, and I literally have no say in the matter. You know, that's kind of how I feel. And with the Five of Swords, you know, this is where, you know, our mindset can start defeating us. And it's like, I feel there was some kind of desire to not let that happen, or even there was even determination to not let that happen. So with the Knight of Swords, sometimes this can be pursuing some kind of truth that, you know, alleviates the pressure of a situation or gives us some kind of new perspective or something new to think about. All right. Can you give me some more? What's going on now in this situation? Oh, so something is changing. Okay. All right. So something is definitely changing in this situation. And it feels really pretty powerful. This person, I think this person with all these eyes in the Nine of Swords, this person may have been really afraid of what other people were thinking or the judgment of others here. And that may have been sort of what was keeping them in the Eight of Swords, like this energy of like, well, but I can't do different because there are people watching, there are people that are going to judge me. If I were to go after this thing, which could be taboo, because I got that a lot in the beginning of this reading, then, you know, people, like, the judgment of others would be too harsh. Like, I fear that, you know, but there is something here, Pisces, where it's like, you definitely are not the kind of person that fears that. Like, you're, you know, it feels like you're living your life in accordance with what is important to you and not trying to please other people. And I feel like with this person, what is bringing about this change is that this person is really unsatisfied with the way their life is. With the Four of Cups here, they're bored, they're discontent, they feel as though they're missing an opportunity. Sure, they're staying safe and staying put, but what is that worth? You know, they're not happy. You know, they, you know, is life meant to just be breathed through, you know, existed through, or is it meant to be, you know, some place of growth and expansion and excitement and inspiration? And, you know, because the eyes of other people can keep us very small, can keep us very sheltered. If we fear the judgment of others, we're unlikely to make any sort of move unless we know that it's perfect, unless we know that it's right? So it keeps us from going for our dreams, for fear that we'll fail, for fear that we'll look like a fool, you know? And, you know, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups, it feels like this boredom or this somewhat realization that, like, okay, I'm safe, okay, nothing really major is happening, okay, nothing is terribly wrong, but nothing is terribly right either. It is causing this person to sort of really reevaluate that fear. And this feels divinely timed with the Wheel of Fortune here. Like, this was always part of the plan for this person. Like, they were always intended to, you know, release this fear, or to look at this, or to come to this place. What actions will they take? We don't know. But we know that divine timing is aligning with this shift in their feelings, or this observation about life that they're having. Oh, wow. Whoa, those are some powerful cards you're getting there, Pisces. You are getting this Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Empress. You know, it does feel like this person is almost sort of realizing that, I mean, you may be alone, but it looks like you have a lot, or like you're accomplishing a lot, or like, you know, the world is sort of at your feet in some kind of way. There is an energy of abundance, or there's an energy of I can live with myself. I can go to sleep just fine at night. I'm not feeling the Four of Cups. I'm not over here, worrying about what other people are thinking about me. I'm very secure in who I am and the choices that I've made. And, I do believe in the universe, and that things are going to work out, and that there is more than enough, and that, it's all really happening for me. And I feel like, the more this person sees that you have made this brave choice to not care about what other people think about you or whatever, to be taboo, I guess, the more they're sort of saying to themselves, maybe that's the way, and there is this sense that this person really does want true emotional contentment in their life, shared true emotional contentment in their life. So, it feels like they in some way associate that with you, or they somehow feel that you are already there, and if they join you, then they too will be there. There's also maybe some kind of strong bond here that was brought about through this talking energy. A lot of times in relationships, part of the problem is we don't spend enough time talking. We jump into physical relationships, and it feels like there's some kind of limitation here on this relationship where that wasn't allowed. And so there was sort of a get to know you time frame where this person really does feel like they know you very strongly, or that there is some kind of strong bond here that is way more than just physical, or is way more than just makes sense or looks right on paper kind of a vibe. Okay, so the Five of Swords came out sideways. This is an energy that's changing. This person may have like a tendency towards self-defeating thoughts. Usually we have sort of a thought pattern. We're either optimistic or pessimistic. Rarely are we a very neutral person that just sort of is like, oh, that happened. I have no feeling about it one way or another. You know what I mean? Usually we're like, wow, I think that's probably a sign that things are really working out for me. Or, I could look at that like a sign, but the truth is, the reality is that it's probably not going to work out for me, because it usually doesn't. And so, you know what I'm saying? We all have sort of that energy, and it feels like this person is actually kind of having some sort of shift around their belief. Honey Beckett, I'm not giving you anything else. Go lay down. Go lay down. But it feels like when our mindset changes and what we start to believe is possible changes, our behavior and our actions change, what we say changes. And with the Five of Swords coming out sideways, and you having the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the Eight of Wands here, this is someone who's coming strongly into this knowing of what they want and what it's going to be required, what action is going to be required for them to make it happen. With the Eight of Wands, it looks like it's based around some kind of communication or some kind of bravery. Trust in the universe, that the universe will have your back and will provide for you if you take the leap of faith. You will be okay. And really what is left to change here is the mindset with the Five of Swords, those limiting belief systems, or those things that we tell ourselves that prevent us from going after our dreams, right? So let's clarify. So the Eight of Wands is being clarified by the King of Wands. So this person, it's like this person does feel like they know what they want. All right, for some of you, this person may be worried about breaking their father's heart, or some kind of male figure in their life, their heart. Or this actually could even be like a spouse or a committed relationship that they're in, that they would be, there's something here about with the Five of Swords being clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like prioritizing someone else's feelings, not wanting to let someone else down, not wanting to be the cause of someone else's suffering here. And there is this almost acknowledgement that we have to work on that. With the Eight and the Nine of Pentacles, if your person is a female, I've seen this energy a lot, even in meditation. You know, females are really kind of brought up to be like the peacekeepers, the dutiful ones, the caretakers, the worry about everyone else and then yourself last kind of people. And there is some kind of shift in the energy here where women are coming to a place where we're like, absolutely not, I'm taking care of myself first. I can do anything. You know, what rule is it that says that I have to be the caretaker of everyone else? Like that, I get that in my meditations a lot, especially with a lot of the ways women are being treated in the world right now, all over the world. It feels like there is a major uprising brewing, you know, just in the energy of females. I don't think we're going to all take to the streets or anything, but I think there is sort of this energy of like, what do I want? You know, kind of, but what is important to me, you know? And with the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, this is like, I got to work on myself. I got to work on my own energy. Now, if this is a masculine, they too may have been brought up in a system where, you know, you honor your parents, or you, there's a strong sense of duty here to the King of Pentacles, you know, someone who provides, some kind of provider, some kind of stable, steady force. And, but with the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, there's almost this acknowledgement of needing to take my own independence. Like, I have to work on myself. Like, I can't just be what someone else wants me to be and spend my entire life trying not to break the heart of or cause the suffering of someone else, because then I'm the one suffering. You know, I'm the one living a life that's not really in alignment with my truth. And the thing is, it seems like what this person wants is it feels like it is in opposition to whatever this King of Pentacles wants. It's almost as if I go for what I want, it will break the heart or cause the suffering of this, okay? And so with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles and Temperance, it is this energy of needing to rebalance, needing to heal, needing to there is something about acknowledging, you know, it's like I'm making changes, but I'm making them a little bit at a time. I'm not making radical change. I'm putting one foot in front of the other, and I'm adding a little bit of this new energy into the old energy. So, you know, for example, if this is someone who, you know, I'm getting my hair cut, so that's in my head, so I'm going to use that as an example. If this is someone who, you know, the people in their life were like, you have to keep long hair, they may be getting their hair cut, you know, and maybe they're not getting it a bob or something like that, but they're getting, you know, a good 3 or 4 inches cut off, you know. It's like a little statement that where it feels to them that they are taking their independence back, or that they are doing something that is more in alignment with what they want, but they're not full on making the statement of like, I am 100% rebelling against this, you know. And it feels like these small steps are adding up. That's how pentacle energy works, right? It's one pentacle at a time. It's one small step and one small step and one small step, and then eventually we find ourselves here completely independent and able to make our own decisions and attracting what we want into our lives versus trying to live up to someone else's standard of what is meant for us, okay? With the Temperance here, it does feel like this is divinely guided and divinely watched over, you know, and it does, again, you have the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance now, and you had the Strength card. There is this element of this is something that is supposed to happen for this person at this time in their life, or it is an energy that is preordained, available for this person at this time in their life. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well, here's the full-on rebellion. That's what this feels like. You've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This feels like, okay, I'm no longer working within the system that I was working in. I don't share the same vision. I don't have the same plan. I don't want to use my energy to collaborate with this effort that I don't believe in, that isn't in alignment with me or what I want. And with Temperance in reverse, there is just this energy of I'm done being patient. I'm done taking small steps. I'm done, you know, sort of kind of waiting for things to happen or waiting for things to come together or doing it in a way that causes the least amount of upheaval to other people. This is about me, and this is about what I want, and this is about my time and my happiness. Honey, go relax. Go relax. Relax, little girl. I know you want to play, but I can't play right now. I'll play with you when I'm done. Relax. No, go relax. You guys, she wants to play tug of war 24/7. And my poor dog is so tired. He's like 4 years older than her, and he's exhausted. He's been playing tug of war with her all morning. All right, so she wants me to play, and I can't play. So here you have this Three of Pentacles in reverse, where this person is like, I don't share this vision. I'm not subscribing to this anymore. With the Five of Cups in reverse, I don't want to spend any more time contributing to something that I'm just going to be like, what did I do with my life? I spent my life living it for other people. It's full of regret. I didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't collaborate on the things that I actually really truly wanted to collaborate with. With the Temperance in reverse and the Queen of Wands, it's like, I'm done waiting. This is about what I want. This is about my own happiness, and it's about me manifesting it into my life and you know, being ready to receive what I want, not what other people tell me I should want. With the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, there are thoughts that this person has that are not in alignment with this. You know, our thoughts are very hard to change. There's all these but what ifs, you know, that sort of want to hold this person back or want to keep this person from fully embracing it. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, well, what if I follow that thing? What if I go in that direction and then it doesn't pan out, or it turns out to be an illusion and what I thought I wanted really wasn't what I wanted? Then I've left behind all of this and I've done all of these major moves, and you know, it's an unfortunate situation when you have to like choose one thing or another, and it sort of feels like that's what's happening for this person. But with the Knight of Wands, I mean, I feel like this person is really getting set to say, forget it. I'm going after what I want. If I rise, if I fail, if I make it, if I don't, at least I will know that I did it my way, you know? Let's go deeper here. Wow. Wow. So you've got the Two of Swords, the Chariot, and the Star card energy. Holy moly. Yeah, this person, you know, I feel like they have waited as long as they could. They've let these thoughts sort of rumble around in their mind and keep them stuck in thinking about it for as long as they possibly can, and they can't do it anymore. With the Chariot and the Star card, this is definitely someone who's like, I know I'm in alignment with my dreams, and sometimes you just have to go for it in life. And you know, if you shoot for the moon, you're gonna at least land among the stars, and that's a hell of a lot better than what I'm doing here in this Four of Cups energy. You know, just staying safe but not really living. Yeah, see, this person has spent long enough going back and forth, really asking themselves, you know, do I want this? Do I not want this? They've been in a decision-making process for a long time. And it does feel like this choice is significant, even though it's coming out just as these, you know, minor arcana twos. It's like each decision that this person makes adds up. You know, each decision is it feels like sort of a major step. It's like, eventually it's leading this person to set sail. It's a major, major move. And I feel like this person has these moments of going back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? But I feel like ultimately this person, it's like they just don't want to be stuck anymore. They don't want to feel the way that they're feeling anymore. And with the Chariot being clarified by the Hangman, this person has looked back on the past. They are seeing it clearly. They've gotten a new perspective. They've realized like how living their life, for other people, or to not create suffering for someone else, is holding them back and is a huge sacrifice in their life. They're sacrificing their own well-being. They're sacrificing their own ability to get out there and live the life that's intended for them, just to not create suffering for someone else. And we're all responsible for our own feelings and thoughts. Like, they can't possibly hold the weight of that forever. You can't stay suspended upside down forever, sacrificing your own self for something else or someone else. With Temperance, it's like, it feels like this has been a long time in coming. It's been a slow process for this person to arrive in this place. And with the Star card, this is a moment of destiny. You have the Hand of Fate here, you've got the Star card here, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is all things coming into alignment for this person to come to this place. Let's just take one look at what actions this person might take. Wow. Wow. That's a pretty straightforward answer, right? You got the World and you got the Fool card. I think this person is going to complete this cycle. With the Queen of Wands, this person is ready to receive the things that they want for themselves. What is the Fool card energy? What is the World card energy? Oh my gosh. Woo. This person is sure they're seeing things clearly. They're sure they know what they want. They're sure. The last part of this journey for this person to complete this cycle is to really get their thoughts on board with the Six of Swords here. It's, to bring their thoughts to a place of peace about this choice. It's like, you can't walk the tightrope forever. You can't stand on a razor's edge for the rest of your life, just, trying to prevent someone else's suffering. That's really what it boils down to in this particular reading. With the Fool card and the Four of Wands, this person may be moving. They may be, getting their own place or setting up their own foundation here. They may be, if this relationship with you is, to like something that they know is, what they want, they may be taking a leap of faith and coming towards you. It feels like for this person, they're just sort of taking a leap of faith into life. What I want is important, and it is the foundation of what I'm trying to create and manifest here in my own life. Honey, Beckett. Oh my gosh, I'll play with you later, okay? Girlfriend. But with the Queen of Swords, this is like, I can't be emotional about this. I just have to look at this clearly. If I have to cut ties, I have to cut ties. If I have to make harsh words, if I have to speak my truth and it unsettles some people, then I have to speak my truth. But I have to protect what I want and the opportunity to spend this life doing what I want and pursuing what I want at all costs. So, all right. Let me get you some message cards here, Pisces. All right, Pisces, if you are dealing with a water sign, past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. Do I still have a chance? I left before you could leave me. Apology, you can expect the apology you want to hear. If you are dealing with a fire sign, I wonder how you feel. Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. I do love you and I miss being with you. If you are dealing with an earth sign, it is safe for you to trust this situation. You didn't see my tears. I'm not financially stable. I find you so attractive and you've learned the spiritual lesson. If you're dealing with an air sign, you are getting unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. I miss hearing your voice. Your intellect arouses me. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. All right, Pisces, this is what I have for you today. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. If it did, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to hear from you. Until next time, all my best. Bye-bye.